Yo, when this song came out, I definitely was like, maybe like 9 or so. Now I remember it was like associated to a movie. And all I remember is Sean Wayne. What movie was this? Hey, treat this woman so cold. Shout outs to Joe. I mean, I was trying to play another, because shout outs to Drew Hill Radio. That wasn't supposed to come up, but it's still a jam. What's up?
Okay, so hey y'all.
Don't you see how she did me? You see, I'm bringing the excitement, the cheer, the happiness of being back from a fucking 2-month hiatus.
Y'all,
and D over here brought the mood back to where she was. She was like, hey guys.
It's been so long since we've been in this living room that I cannot.
You mean our studio?
Oh,
our studio, fancy studio located in the streets of Harlem. Because you hear that?
Like the cop car was perfect.
The ambulance that's behind us. Oh man, I missed you.
Oh my gosh, it's been like 6. It's been like 6 weeks. It's
been 6 months. I know it's been so long.
Since 2015. Okay, well, this
Happy
is
New
D,
Year.
Right? This is D.
This is C.
And this is
Black Meets World. Wow, we haven't said that in a while.
Been mad long. So,
yo, I just want to apologize to everybody listening for the hiatus that we've had. Personally speaking, I have been on a world tour, and I am back and happy to reconnect and share.
It's actually been, though, like, she's been gone every single day. How many nights have you slept in this apartment since I saw you?
In the month of March?
Potentially like 2.
I shouldn't have paid rent. That's how little I mean.
Yeah.
I think maybe a total of like 3.
Yeah. So we were talking earlier and we decided we were going to do, what'd you call it? Wind Back Wednesday?
Yeah, Wind Back Wednesdays.
So we're going to start with work stories.
Yeah.
This has nothing to do with race, but today was so funny. So I sit next to an older lady. She's an assistant. And she came in not feeling well.
Do you have cubicles? Or are you in an office? Or like, how are you set up?
There's both. I'm in like a cube next to somebody.
Gotcha.
So it's just me and her, and then there's like offices around. But I get to work early now, so I'd be chilling. She came in at 9, and she was not feeling good, but she was fine. She sat down, and she typed in her password. It didn't work. And she just got so angry. Because, she's older. So, like, as soon as computers...
How old is older?
Like, probably pushing 65.
Okay.
Like, 60s, probably.
Right. She's geriatric age. Okay.
Yeah, but, like, she's in that age where technology annoys her more than it helps her. So, like, she types in her password, like, 5 times. She's so mad about it. So, somehow out of nowhere, her work boo calls.
Who work boo? Her work hubby?
Yeah. Anyway, so he calls and she's like telling him about it. She's just going off about the fact that this is not working. So he's trying to tell her where the power button is. She can't find it.
The power button.
So I'm like, well, I can just help. Like, I can just come hit restart. She's like, no, it's fine. I'm leaving. So she just walks away from her desk, comes back.
I thought she meant like leaving to go home.
No. Work boo comes upstairs, pushes the button for her. I was just like, oh my God, I can't with
While
this.
she was away?
No. Like when she comes back, she goes, she had to go take her jeggings off.
You gotta go.
I'm so serious. Like, this is literally my morning. I'm just looking at her. She's so frazzled. She's just going off. Then later in the day, I kid you not, she starts telling me about her mammogram. So, like, she's walking by. She had lost some weight, whatever. So we're just talking. And she said, I had to go for a mammogram the other day, and I have really dense breasts. And I was just like, oh, God. Like, anybody who says the word breast, I'm just like, oh, okay, you're dating yourself. Like, so she's...
What else is she supposed to say?
Boobs, tits, nipples. I mean, I don't know. Like,
it's at work, so I feel like maybe breast would be the appropriate way to...
Is this appropriate? Like,
the entire conversation is kind of inappropriate.
She's telling
y'all
me
not close
about the density of her chest.
All right, go on.
And why she can't have, like, a regular... What do they normally...
Mammogram?
Yeah, but they have to do an ultrasound. Because of how dense her boobs are.
I've never in my life.
So she like...
They put the jelly on her breasts and then go through them.
And so she was telling me about how her insurance is making her... It counts as 2 ultrasounds because they do breasts? 1 for each.
I gotta go. I'm done with this conversation.
She was like really telling me this story about the insurance, but like she was talking so much about her body and her boobs. I was just like, yo, I gotta leave. Like, it's 4:00. That's my cue. It was just...
Damn, so like right after lunch, you out like at 3:55.
Shut up.
I had lunch today at like 2:00. At 3:55, you like, bye y'all.
Yeah, I get to work at like 8. And a lot of people in our office do that because of where there's some there's a lot of technical work to be done.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of engineers, but like generally speaking, a lot of people are there anyway early. And a lot of people leave at 4. So I was just like, I need to get on that train. Why am I not getting here earlier? It helps my commute from Jersey. Like my commute is so much easier now because there's just no traffic.
Good.
Yeah. It's actually great. So it was really funny. I snapped.
I rolled over at 8 a.m. this morning. Damn. All right. Any other work stories?
No.
Okay. No. Really? In the past 8 months that I haven't seen you?
I mean, nothing that's like podcast worthy.
Okay. So on another note, hey guys, it feels good to be back. I don't know. I don't even know where to start with my work stories. It's just been, I don't know. I feel like I've been on vacation for the past like month. I just really don't know where to begin. All right. So since I last was chatting with you, D, I was heading to Jamaica for my roommate's birthday, which was fabulous. We had a really good time celebrating her 30th birthday. And she just did it well. She just did it really, really well. So she rented out this beautiful house. I think it was like a 5-bedroom house. Had a pool. It had like it came with security. Like the crib came with security, my G. And then she hired like these cooks who not only like cooked us breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but they also like had out like snacks and, you know, it was traditional like food. We had bammy, we had curry chicken. I mean, just all kinds of foods that honestly I can't even really think about
Your
right now.
Your snap looked awesome.
Yo, follow me on Snapchat. The name is Wawa. One of my several names. But anyway, yeah, my snaps, I gave the full journey. So if you know me and you follow my snaps, you know that every snap that I basically, or every trip I go on, I snap the way through. I give a forewarning letting you know, hey, I'm on vacation. You about to see about 100,000 snaps.
Right.
But anyway.
And if you don't follow her on Snapchat, you can also
follow Black Meets World on Instagram and find the same pictures.
Well, it's a little more brief.
Yeah. I'm going to do a better job, you know. But long story short, it was beautiful. She had everything organized from people picking us up at the airport to taking us out to this like nice, cute little Jamaican spot for food. And we drank, and we ate, we had a good time. Then we ended up going to the house and partying like with ourselves and drinking and just having a good time. It was an intimate group. It was like 8 people. And then we ended up having like a nice formal dinner for her to celebrate her birthday. And then we went out to Margaritaville in Montego Bay that night.
Margaritaville is the ultimate turn up.
Oh, so you know about this. Excuse me.
I don't talk about spring break 4th year of college, but if I did, Margaritaville would have something to do with it.
Oh, so you had a good, I've never been to Jamaica. That was my first time in Jamaica.
Listen, that trip was out of pocket, but
okay, who'd you go with?
My homegirls. It was 3 of us.
Nice.
Well, it was 4 of us together. We stayed in Montego Bay.
Dope.
Actually, that's a lie. We stayed in the Grill. They have Margaritaville there too. Like,
yeah, there's a Margaritaville all over.
Yeah, so like just the entire scenario around Margaritaville will have you fucked up. Like that's
how was the Grill? I've only been.
It's gorgeous. I mean, it's like
Montego
the rest of Jamaica. I mean,
it's like another island. It's
on the other side.
Beaches.
Yeah, it's just really pretty.
Or no, it's
it's far from the airport. Like we had to drive a long time.
You came into
we flew
Montego
into
Bay. Okay,
and then we drove to Negril. But like, I mean, the beaches were awesome. The restaurant next to us was happy hour 2 for $1, and Margaritaville was down the street. So and we like made friends immediately. You know how that is. Yeah. And you get the island prices as opposed to the American tourist prices. You pay $10 to drink an entire bottle of God knows what, and you just lit. Like
dope.
It was great.
Okay, so back to Jamaica. It was beautiful. We had a great time. Celebrated her birthday. Went out to Margaritaville. Next day we woke up and we went to like this beautiful. I forgot the name of it. Something Blue Hole. Maybe I'm completely lying. I'm gonna get the name for you before the end of this podcast. But basically we went there. We had awesome time swimming, jumping. I jumped off every fucking waterfall. So we ended up going to awesome ass like water park where we basically were diving off of waterfalls and had a great time. And then the next day we actually ended up going to like this beautiful spa in Kingston. And then my ass had to come back to the United States of America because I was forced to go to a team meeting that was like last minute schedule. So basically I had to fly to LA for this team meeting, which I'm not complaining about leaving Jamaica and going to LA for a week. So LA was dope. We ended up my team ended up doing this like awesome team meeting where we had like a full team meeting, and then it was like a half day of meetings, and then the rest of the day we got into a party bus, had drinks on a party bus, drove to like this you ever done the escape room? Mm-mm. So basically you go into this room and they have all these clues you have to figure out, and you have to escape within an hour. So we were in a room where basically we had to like solve like these murders, and we had to do it within the hour. And they have a percentage of like if you could do it on time and all that jazz. So basically the percentage of our room was like 80%. 80% of people who do it are able to do it, but there's other rooms that are harder, like 15% chance of like getting out, meaning like you're not gonna solve these hard ass clues. But I felt like the Eastern Europeans that were running it were like feeling bad for us because they started giving us clues at the end of the damn game. But it's like team building with your job and stuff like that. And then we went to like a really nice dinner. And then the turn up happened the next day when all my friends came over to my very luxurious hotel in Santa Monica on the beach. So we had a dope time. I love LA. LA just gives me good vibes. I ran every day. I ran 4 miles every morning when I was out there. The weed was plentiful. The medicinal weed, because I just discovered I have signs of early glaucoma. So
I've never been to
then we
LA.
What in your life? You've been to California though, right?
Yeah, I've been to San Diego, but I've never been to LA.
I mean, I was in Santa Monica, which is like right there by LAX, so it's not far. Okay. So we stayed right by the Santa Monica Pier and shit. But it's so scenic. I feel like I'm in another country whenever I go out there.
It does feel different. California to me felt like I felt when I was in New Orleans. Just like a completely different...
It doesn't belong in the United States of America. Yeah. So that was that. Then I left LA and I had like a work trip to Miami. And then ironically in Miami, my friend happened to be down there the same week, which also happened to be spring break and all these other random parties. Speaking of the Wayans and speaking of Joe, see how all this tied back? How about in my hotel lobby... we're in it, like we were gonna go out that night, and I was like, oh, let's just get one more drink, maybe I'll go out, maybe I won't. I was tired because I had real work to do the next day, but my friends were there for partying. How about we run into Marlon Wayans? What? Yo, when I tell you it was a classic South Beach, Miami kind of night. We had so much fun.
Like, what do you mean ran into? Like, you hung out with him?
He was staying in our hotel. So, randomly, okay, this is how the story started.
Oh, my God.
So, we ended up, you better get excited. We ended up, my friends ended up hitting me up like, yo, you off work? Come by whatever bar they were at, Wet Willie's or some shit. Okay. So, ended up going to Wet Willie's. And I was trying to go through the back entrance of the hotel. So, I ended up going through like the bar. And so, when I was going through the bar, I was like, I was asking the bartender, like, hey, can I leave out of here through the back? He was like, yeah. Some dude at the bar was trying to holler at me, did not pay any attention. If you see my shoulders, I'm like scurrying along. So this is me scurrying along. So end up leaving. We get into the hotel hours later, like maybe 5 hours later. And I was like, yo, let's just get one more drink. Because I honestly was going to bail on my friends and not go out that night. And so...
Just so y'all know, like every time she says that, she does end up going wherever it is she's supposed to go. Like we were supposed to record last week and she was like... Oh, I really don't want to go, but somebody got me tickets to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I'm sleepy, but I'm gonna go anyway. Go ahead,
girl. Anyway, see how you do. Anyway, so
did you or did you not go out this night?
So, like I was saying, we ended up walking to the lobby, and then there's Marlon Wayans like looking at me. I'm looking at him, and then he's looking at my friends, and he put a smile on his face, and then all of a sudden I hear sundress, and it was his friend who was the same dude who hollered at me earlier. So I was like, ugh, I don't feel like entertaining. But they actually ended up being really, really, really cool people to hang out with. Like they ended up we just ended up going to the bar together, having more drinks. And then I didn't realize they came there with the entire clan of the Wayans. So it's all of it was the nephew who was turning, it was Marlon's nephew. Yeah, Marlon's nephew was turning 40. When I tell you, homie looks like he is legitimately like 25 years old. It was Marlon, it was Damien, it was all the like the Sean, famous ones that you recognize. Like but they were all in South Beach, and when I tell you they are naturally funny. I said, are we on TV right now?
Marlon's the funniest one, I think.
Marlon's the youngest, and to me he's the funniest. Yeah. But when I tell you they're like inappropriately like hilarious, like they came over, they kept being like, yo, sundress, what's up? It's just
I'm trying to remember which ones are my favorite.
These are the nephews. These aren't the main clan. Like
okay.
It was Marlon was the
like Sean wasn't there.
No.
Okay.
These are people who are our age and a little older.
Okay.
And it was crazy because Marlon was like, one of the nephews came by and he was like, yo, you look just like my aunt. And Marlon was like, yeah, yo, you really do look like my sister though. I was like, X.
Okay, well.
I will happily join the family though. So we were with Craig, we were with Damien, and we were with like 3 others.
Oh, I forgot about him as the nephew.
And it literally says nephew on this Wikipedia page that she just looked up.
No, but my wife and kids, that one is Damon.
That's my wife, yeah. But that's an early. I'm talking about like going back to In Living Color.
Okay.
And all, yeah.
I feel you.
And the Wayans brothers.
Got
yeah.
you.
But even like the nephews have like their own shows now too.
Right. That's why I recognize, okay.
But anyway, they're all hilarious. Anyway, that turned into us going back to the hotel room with like a bunch of other like these other like friends they had. That ended up us taking shots. That ended up going into ordering pizza. That ended up being like, y'all want to go out? We going to a club tonight. When we rolled up to this club, mind you, the crew that they were with were like these younger girls. You could kind of tell like they picked up some chicks. It was a crew. It was like literally an arsenal, maybe about 25 people that grew at the time that we met and then that grew as the night went on. So at the time, like we were rolling up, there was these really sweet girls who were younger, but I have never felt so goddamn old. Yo, we rolled up to this club because they were like, oh yeah, we're going to such and such club. We end up going to this club because I'm like, oh, I've never heard of that. We end up rolling to this club. I was like, yo, I came here when I was 19. I was like, yo, that was 10 years ago, my G.
Wait, when's your birthday? In May?
I'll be 29 in May. This will be the last year of my 20s, so yeah, you know.
So the weekend before I need to be.
No, I won't be here the weekend before. I'll be in Atlanta.
Of course
I'll be seeing Beyonce that weekend before. So like I was saying, we ended up going to this club and it was just crazy because these girls are like in their early 20s and I was like, y'all came here like 10 years ago. I was like, how old are y'all? They were like 22, 23. I was like, whoo, mercy. Y'all were in middle school. Anyway, so as I'm in a room with 2 other people who are both 23.
Like, this is the same conversation we had.
No, but it's reality though. That's reality. I came in when I was 19 and the club name changed. That's why I didn't recognize it. So anyway, Miami was fantabulous. We stayed on South Beach. It was a good time. I haven't had a time like that. I haven't had that much fun in a long time. Then that following day, I went to Jamaica for a wedding. And it was amazing. We stayed in Montego Bay again. It was just dope. We went for my really good friend Shayna's wedding. I love her. She just got married to Cass. They're both Jamaican. I love them. They're both beautiful people. I'm so happy for them. You know how you see somebody who's like super cool and they like conscious, dope, smart, and got all the great qualities and they actually find each other? Mm-hmm. Those 2 people found each other and they got married in Jamaica.
Oh, that's love.
It was dope. It was really dope. Yeah, those are my trips. Oh yeah, and I went to Guatemala. I forgot about that.
So then she went and spent a week in Guatemala. I just want y'all to know, like, mainly where I was between Jersey and DC. Your girl didn't fly anywhere. She didn't hop on no flight from Jamaica to LA.
You ain't got to compare your life to mine.
No, I'm just saying, like...
I'm just catching the shade that you over here pulling. I'm just trying to get from underneath that tree.
So I don't know if y'all remember the financial conversation we had. I opened up my IRA officially. I was really happy about that. I picked up a second coaching job. So yeah, I've been laying low. Although the summer, like, it's trying to act like it's going to get warm. And I'm excited for that. But it's like hard to try and save money when it's warm outside. Oh, all of my EBF friends and I were going to Martha's Vineyard. We're renting a house for the week of 4th of July.
Oh, that's dope. I'll be in DR. for James, for another EBF. So EBF
James is in DR?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So EBF, those who aren't familiar, is Emma Bowen Foundation, and that's how both me and Dee met. And it's awesome internship foundation, which I highly suggest if you have any people who are in high school, like junior, senior, or in their first year of college, definitely tell them, and they're interested in media, check out the Emma Bowen Foundation. Highly, highly promote it. To be perfectly honest with you, it's how I have all my jobs today.
It's also how I have like all my affluent Black friends.
Real shit. Real shit.
A majority, yeah. I mean, no shade to my UVA people.
No, but it's like a fraternity.
Kinda.
Yeah. We all in a secret group where we grew up together, came up together, and we share our knowledge and resources. Okay, so I didn't even talk about Guatemala because I wasn't able to finish.
Go ahead, please, and tell us about Guatemala.
Guatemala was dope. So if you're not familiar, Guatemala it borders Mexico. Mexico is north of Guatemala, and it's right by Belize and Panama and all that jazz. So it has beautiful beaches and it's really dope. So I went for Semana Santa, which is basically Holy Week. It's a week right before
You better get
Easter.
that accent on too. Hey.
Well, yeah, no, I try. I went with my awesome friend Claire, who listens. Shout out to Claire Kennedy. Love you. She's gonna hate me for using her full name. We went to high school together, and yeah, she's just a really good friend who's been living out there for about 5 years, and she loves the country. And she invited me, Bridget, Chelsea, and some other friends. So we just had a dope time. It was just great. Anyway, with that said, we went to this place called Antigua, which is like this older city. It used to be the capital of Guatemala.
Not to be confused with the island.
Yes,
The
it
actual
is
place in
a
Guatemala.
city in Guatemala.
Yeah.
And yeah, we just chilled the whole week and went to parades, and they have the procesiones like they have in Spain, and it's just basically people having these different parades depicting Christ's crucifixion, and they show Mary. You know, Catholics are very big with showing a depiction of Mary and Jesus and all that jazz. I'm not Catholic, so forgive me for making that generalization. On another note, I ended up meeting some really cool people when I was out there as well. It was good times.
Yeah, it looked awesome. I mean,
I was out there for an entire week.
yeah, and so that was really funny because
I hiked a volcano. Sorry, that was the biggest thing I did.
No, like watching. I actually watched every last one of your Guatemala. Like your LA, Miami, I was just like, all right. But Guatemala, I was like,
you didn't think that was Guatemala,
no,
right?
I was very pleasantly surprised. And just like
pleasantly surprised
how gorgeous it was, but also just the stuff you were doing, the diversity of the people there. Like you were in a diverse group, but there was just like a lot of different people. There was a lot of stuff you guys saw. It was cool. That was cool. If you were gonna have a blog, I would hope that it would be exactly like your Snapchat.
Oh, I appreciate that. You know what that means? That just motivated me. Yeah, it was. Yo, I had a great time, and it was a pleasant surprise to kind of discover new shit about another country. I had no desire to visit before my friends told me to come visit.
That's another thing. Like in the Central American countries, the only place I want to go is Panama because I have family that came from there. But Guatemala wouldn't be on my list at all.
Yo, and check this out. Like my friend, first of all, Claire is amazing. She teaches English out there, but she has a nice setup. She has a gorgeous, huge ass apartment. And she has a lady that comes to her crib every week and cleans up and does laundry. I was like, let me understand what this life feels like. Right? And it's affordable because, you know, you're in another country.
Yeah.
And
How
it's
long
like
did she live there?
5 years now.
Wow.
Yeah. She loves it.
Why did she move? Sorry, I'm all this.
No, you can. No, I love these questions because it's like, why do people move or what made you move?
Yeah.
So Bridget, it's like her sister. We all grew up in Atlanta together. She went out there for, I think it was like a study. No, it was right after school. They graduated from college and they went out there for, you know, a project or whatever for a few months. Bridget went for like about a year or 8 months or something like that. And then Claire just never left.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so dope.
Yeah.
I can't imagine. I don't know. I feel like people move places and do things. But I have a friend who just moved to California and just bought a one-way ticket and that was it. You know, our whole lives are here.
Respect it.
I don't know. Yeah, I totally respect. I wish I could just like get on a plane and be like, yeah, I see y'all.
So for those who aren't as familiar with me on a personal level, y'all know I'm trying to move to Africa next year. I'm talking about pack a bag, be out.
Right, one-way ticket, which is fine. I just guess we'll have to like FaceTime.
No, the podcast will still exist. It'll be from international waters. It's just all good. But yeah, so that's enough about my travels. I think that's a good episode. Like we got plenty more to talk about on our next episode.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add on? I mean, what else has happened since legit, we haven't recorded like in a month.
There's just so many things.
And this will never happen again for the record. It's just me being out of control and us not being able to get our schedules together.
Yeah.
I went to Disney World and Epcot last week.
You did.
It was amazing.
I want to go as an adult. I haven't been to Disney World since I was like 5.
I felt like a 5-year-old child.
Yeah, but I want to go back as an adult and see what's good.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you enjoy it because you can get drunk.
Right. And
like, enjoy the magic.
Don't they have it where you can go to like the different countries or whatever and drink?
That's Epcot. Yeah, that's Epcot.
Yeah.
So Epcot is in Walt Disney World. And you basically go. So I went with a company and it was all sponsored. So imagine I went and everything is paid for. So imagine you going as a kid and your parents are paying for everything, but alcohol is included. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
everything was paid for. So we got all the food, all the alcohol. I tried all the kinds of alcohol from Germany, from Thailand to to Morocco. Yo,
when you're a kid, like, you don't think about that at all. Like,
you don't know the significance of it.
No,
Then I had all of the Mickey Mouse treats. Yo,
well, you know what's funny? Like, I realized that Disney does things, like Disney, Pixar, whatever, they do things for the adults too. Like, I just went and saw Zootopia. This is so random. I just saw Zootopia.
Is that the new one?
Yeah.
I heard it's really good.
It's amazing. But the funniest part about it to me was there are scenes where there was like strictly adult laughter.
Yeah.
I was like, this is inappropriate because the kids don't get it, but we get it, and this is funny. And they're laughing at it for different reasons. It was just like spoiler alert, there's like a naturalist like club, and so all the animals are naked.
Yeah.
There's like a Rasta llama or whatever.
Dope.
And it's just like, I'm laughing, I'm like, yo, this llama is high as fuck. Like, walking in here in this like sex club basically, but obviously the kids are not laughing at that. They don't get it. Yo, I love movies like that. I think like,
I gotta look back at Disney movies like The Lion. You know how they say there's all these like about Lion King, they show all kinds of like imagery that is in adult shit.
If you listen to the songs, what I learned from watching old Disney movies, what a wonderful phrase. But the vocabulary that they use in these movies is pretty high level. This is the main example I can always go back to. In The Lion King, Zazu says quid pro quo. Or no, Scar says it when he's singing Be Prepared.
I was like, who's Zazu?
The bird. But
Zazu is the bird?
Yeah. Oh. Rafiki was the monkey. And Scar says the phrase for quid pro quo in his song. We were kids. We didn't know what the hell that meant.
I probably made up a word that sounds like that.
And you know how you just be singing, but like you don't really know the words. You just know like like you just doing whatever. Like it was
Mufasa.
Mufasa.
Oh man.
Yo, I love Disney.
Shout outs to Orlando. I have now an excuse to go to Orlando because of my nephew. I'm going back. I was like, yo, they had a swimming pool, water slide, putt golf, tennis courts, basketball at the fucking hotel. I was like, on top of Disney World,
yes, I
the
saw
kids
your
can
snap.
get tired.
I saw your snap.
I can drink by the pool. They had a bar at the pool. I would have fucking cut up if I had kids. Yo, we going to Orlando because I can drink, be in the sun, be by some palm trees, and the kids can run around, get tired, and they in a safe environment.
There's going to be a day in our lives where we go somewhere together, and it's going to be really amazing.
I'm ready for it.
I
told you I just bought a ticket to the Philippines last night, right?
Yes. I don't know if I'll be on that trip, but maybe. I might last minute that. If I get promoted, like...
It was really cheap.
Moves.
$595.
Moves will be made. I just don't have the means at this moment. Anyway, #goals. So thanks for listening. Thanks for sticking with us, man. We are sorry.
I hope y'all enjoyed our first episode back of us catching up and rambling. And
right. We're going to talk about some
good stuff.
Yeah.
Some good stuff. Hopefully y'all been waiting for.
In the next episode. Yeah. Thanks for listening.
Find us on Snapchat. No, I'm just playing. I might create a Snapchat for Black Meets World.
God.
Find us with any questions. Email us at blackmeetsworld@gmail.com. Please follow our Facebook page, Black Meets World. Also, you can check out our Instagram page, Black_meets_world. And honestly, just hit us up. We would really love to talk to y'all. If y'all have any questions, we love to answer them. Yeah, love
and
y'all.
if you have any comments on what's going on in the world, because there's plenty of things for y'all to be commenting on. So just let us know. We would love to hear, read, and then discuss.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Have a great rest of the day.
Deuces.